There we go. Hello and welcome to a good old chill stream. Today I'm gonna actually play with a little art program called Frida, and I'm doing a little bit of art study. Let's see. Today I'm gonna focus on doing gestures and all that, and while my entertainment is hidden behind unlistedness and all that, I'd say learning and education is free, so let's hop into it, shall we? Anyway, I'm just gonna figure out what to do here. Oh yeah, I got a spike here. It is one of my favorite things. One of my favorite shows to watch as a kid, Cowboy Bebop and all that. So let's see. Go with the pencil here. Oh yeah, and let me switch screens real quick. Display capture, here we go. So I got my animation thing. It's my mouse isn't showing. Damn. But yeah, I got my animation tile line and animation curves right at the bottom here. I got some of the tools here on the left, like my brush setting, which allows me to do all that stuff. And if I switch screens real quick, you can see I'm playing some music there. You got my layer box right at the left, going up and to the right. There's the palette thing. All the palettes right there on the with a whole bunch of squares. My color selector, tools, onion skins, and then select my brushes here. And back here. Hey, Delilah, how's it going? I expect to see you there. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of art study here. Figured I'd brush up on my skills here, just get myself going here. I cannot see shit on that side. Pretty good what you up to. Yeah, just doing art study here. Let's see. Let me select. I'll do a light blue here. That way you can see my brush skills here. Or my brush paint here. I'm just gonna so the main thing with gestures and all that, you just gotta find form and all that. Say how the characters arching, kind of like that. So you kind of follow the form here. Not like that. Use the undo button here. So kind of draw a little bit of a line. You know, you're kind of following the flow here of the. What the fuck? Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So you're kind of following the flow. Said body here. And also, I'm gonna combine gestures with shapes and all that, just kind of get the form factor here. What program are you using? I'm using Krita here. I wish you could see it, my mouse. So yeah, you draw a little bit of a line here, just to like follow the shape here. I mean the form here. I'm just gonna go ahead and like draw a little bit of a shape here, just so like and by no means am I pro at making the heart here, so I'm just like practicing. That way I can like nail whatever I need to, just so that I can like improve my art here, you know. Right, I gotta draw the general shape, not follow the lines. Kind of like that. I'm kind of following a little bit of it. Kind of make it square there. I guess I'll do that. The whole point of this is to like understand shape language and also yeah, you get a basic idea of the building blocks in order to make a perfect piece, just like this spike here. But I'm just gonna like draw a little bit more. And you're not tracing all the way here. It's just more like I don't know, just shaping it out a little bit, just understanding the flow of things. Just like that. Then I might as well like, I don't know, kind of do the gesture line here. Just to understand the flow. Maybe like curve that. Follow that. God, I love this music. I figured it'd be kind of like a nostalgia and chill kind of stream, you know? I mean, half of my other streams are chaotic as all hell, but I'd figure this would be more chill than the other streams. Could like follow the shape of the clothing, but I don't know. I guess get the idea of the face here. Just like that. Coming from your experience, using a human model would be better for understanding how anatomy works, since animated tends to have exaggerated body proportions. I mean, yeah, but I kind of want to improve my art style using animated figures, because that's what I kind of want to use in order to like in order to what's the word? in order to improve, like, my main art style. Because right now I can only do, like, cartoonish art. Kind of like, my reaction image here. But if I improve this art style, I can, like, focus on making art, kind of like my image, in my Nostalgia Night streams. And I'm doing those every Friday, usually around 8 p.m. And yeah, in this stream, I won't unlist, I'll make this one public. I figured I'd start small, and then I'd work my way up to something a little bit more professional. And right now, I'm not doing anatomy right now, I'm just mainly drawing lines, just, capture the form. I've set our piece here. I guess while I'm at it, I'm just gonna draw a triangle here. Main idea is just to get the building blocks of whatever. Just to kind of like capture the form here. Although the face kind of sticks out. It's not exactly like those lines here. Well, at least you can see my cursor there. True, and I get that. I have an anime style, but I have to learn anatomy because my characters look weird when I started drawing more professionally. I see. I wonder if I should do more of an overall thing. Mainly, I kind of want to do lessons step by step, and then, like, after that, I kind of want to, like, kind of want to shift to, like, more... Yeah, do lessons step by step, like, work my way from, like, gestures all the way up to anatomy. And then after that, after that, I'll probably start drawing a little bit more, just to improve my art style a little bit more. I could work on human figures, but... I don't know. For now, I just kind of want to match the style a little bit more closely. Let's see. There's that. Oh yeah, I started working on half of this other crap too, like other gestures drawings a little bit. I'm gonna see where the hell everything is. Ow. Forgot to make a blank frame there. I'm guessing I created like half of these other layers, just, I don't know. Let's see. So I drew that a little bit. I got some sort of idea about what the shape looked. Oh, forgot the hair. Guess I could shape the hair a little bit. Kind of box it up a little bit. Doing shape language, and then like, yeah, lines to get the pose right. Do that step by step. I guess we'll do that triangle real quick too. bet I kind of got the idea there. What else? We got bleach here. I mean, Ichigo for bleach. I think I'll go ahead and capture his pose here. How do I add a keyframe? Okay, it's already in there. Here, it's a little bit easier to capture his pose here. I think I'll go ahead and start shaping his face a little bit. Just to capture, like, his face a little bit. Gonna try out a few different methods on how to, like, capture gesture drawn here. Let's start with the face. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Then capture the front. And the eye line. And I'm gonna mainly draw a little line there. Follow the curvature of the back a little bit. And then kind of do that a little bit. I'm gonna start picking out more shapes in a little bit. I'm gonna draw this hand. Well, not draw the hand, just draw the line connecting the arm. Wow, it's kind of hard to... I mean, I'm right-handed. It's just only so far I can, like, get the angle right. Wonder if I... Yep. There's the mirror tool. And right now I'm pressing N on the keyboard just to switch it over. And now it's a little bit easier to draw that line out. Just like that. And then I'm gonna start picking out a little bit more shapes in this drawing. Kinda shape out some squares a little bit for the neck. Maybe a triangle there. Shapes don't have to be exact. Just have to, like, build up something greater. Oh, a PNG tuber. New look? I mean, like, the Salsa Night streams, I go with, like, my regular, profile pics, like you see on, like, the channel icon. But, for these types of streams, the art studies, I just rather go with a classic look, like Stamina the original. Yep, this is what I'm doing here. Alright. I'm gonna pick out some more shapes. Just kinda... I don't know, I'm gonna kinda like make a round shape. Oh, that's kinda hard to do. Mirror. Bring that down. Mirror. File select they may. That's nice. I think I'm making a little bit of cylinders here just to pick out the shapes a bit more. So far, I'm doing the gesture lines just to practice those, but I think I'm feeling in the groove right now. Just kind of pick out each section. I mean, I should have changed the title of that. I wonder if I should do whole pieces, just to like, I don't know. I kind of want to improve my individual skills, but now I just kind of want to go in the flow. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that was kind of bad. On my Roku TV, I have this Bob Ross channel, and he does like fantastic arts. Mainly he draws nature landscapes and all that. And I thought he's kind of a fantastic artist. Yeah, he does like fantastic works. He starts off with like the sky, and he does the water, and he paints like mountains, then like then he does the land, the trees, every little bit in there, just to make something perfect out of that whole thing. I don't know, feels like, I mean, I started off doing this art thing just by like tracing lines and whatnot, and then that's how I started like getting that cartoonish style, was because I started like I traced over like Garfield comics and all that, and suddenly I developed this skill a little bit. And then it kind of translated into like my current artwork. And then it kind of fell through there. Draw a little bit of a line there. That's a little too much. Got to use the mirror tool. Draw this line out a little bit more. Now I'm just drawing the shape of the clothing, not the actual stance. Although it's kind of hard to see the legs. Well, that's covered by that robe and all that. Draw out this leg a little bit more. I guess I'll connect it with the gesture leg here. A gesture line, I mean. So where would the other leg be? It'd probably be down. The other leg would be down like that. Guess that line doesn't matter here. Erase that real quick. I'm gonna set an alarm real quick on my phone. That way I don't go overboard. Probably around there. Alright, back to my piece. I'm gonna erase this line a little bit more because that wasn't right. It's all about following how the line goes. How the body arches, then it goes all the way down the back, and then all the way down to the leg a little bit. Maybe he stands a different way. Undo that. Probably like that. I could probably take it apart, probably guess where some of these legs are and all that. Or I could trace the, well, not really trace, just find the shape of the clothes and all that. Well, the leg follows like that. That's not right. Guess I'll have to use the mirror tool for that. Find the shape there. Like that. Just kind of curve down. And I like to definitely improve. That's like one of my New Year's resolutions. I figured, like, if I do end up improving my art style a little bit more, then that'll definitely be the best thing in the world. Let's see, I guess I'll do the mirror right there. Kind of curve it like that. Guess I could do like my own gesture thing at some point, but too many lines is probably not a good idea. So let's see, one leg goes down this way, the other will have to go down, I think. So the other will have to follow that line. And I think I see where the hell this is. I'm gonna draw that a little bit more. His waist is up there. Shape that out a little bit. And judging from the drape, shape that down. Yep, I think I'm starting to understand the shape here. That's a slight maybe, though. It's kind of human-like, but I don't know. Doesn't quite look right. Maybe it's because I'm following clues. Maybe it's because, maybe I'm just trying to, like, understand this art piece a little bit more. But... what the hell? I kind of like, doing half of these pieces. Even if it involves a little bit of learning. I may not like be like grand and fantastic right now, just doing the building blocks right now, but if I do end up working on a piece fantastically, then it'll make all the difference in the world. And it's kind of cut off because of how the image is cropped here. But whatever. I'm gonna do a little bit more of this stuff. Feels like I'm doing a polygon or something. Maybe I'll pick a different color to represent the more gesture-like appearance. And then follow that line a little bit. And then guess I'll follow that line a little bit more. Okay, I'm definitely starting to understand this a little bit more. And I guess I'll follow the hand too. Just like that. Yeah. There we go. Go down. Follow the line. Well, that's not looking right either. I know Bob Ross usually says happy little mistakes. Like, he tends to screw up on some of his pieces, but I take them personally. He doesn't. He just like includes his mistakes in his art pieces. I wish I was that skilled and let some of these pieces like become part of the art here, but it isn't really that simple. At least not for me. I guess curves like that. And maybe a triangle there. No, I guess I'll curve that. Alrighty, it's not looking too bad. Wonder if I could pull another image from the internet or something. Let's see. Could probably do another Spike Spiegel thing. Or maybe Edward Elric, actually. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna go over here. Imports layer. And we're gonna go over here. Where was it? Art study. I got a few pieces planned, but well, kind of saved in this folder, not really planned. There it is. And I think I'm gonna move this image over. Probably like right here or something. And where's this image at? Right there. Okay. Blank that layer. Then I'll move the Edward Elric over here. Make this one a little bit bigger. There we go. I'm gonna like attempt to do gesture art and more shape language here with this one. Shape it out a little bit more. Hopefully this music doesn't copyright strike me, but hey, whatever. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll put more emphasis on shape this time. And then, like, see if I can deduce the gesture here. Just kind of follow it a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact here. Do that. And then follow the eye line. Wonder if it's a bit more easier to... I don't know if it's like a bit easier just to do that. Yep, it is a bit easier to do that. Just kind of follow the eye line. Do the M key again. And kind of go down like... that's not quite right. That's more like it. Just getting the general shape of that. And then break this down a little bit more. Just kind of shape it out a bit. Just like that. I swear some of these songs might get me copyright striked. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't affect the video, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see, do the M key again. Kind of sketch this out a little bit just to get the general idea here. And then do that. Whoa. Just hit the scroll wheel there. Got that. I could probably just follow the line there, but nah, that wouldn't work. Put more emphasis on the shape language and then like try to follow the gesture if I can. It seems like certain angles I find it harder to like I don't know, curve a line this way or something. Try to like follow the shape of it, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to like oh, came naturally there, that little shape right there. And then like draw the line there. No. If it doesn't work one way, switch to the other, I'd say. Using the M key on Krita. And draw that. And kind of box that out a little bit. Just like that. And right now I'm using references, but hopefully I can work my way beyond references. And hopefully, yeah, become a master artist. It works. Gestures and shapes. Nope, that's not gonna work. Switch it over to the M key. Shape out this arm a little bit more. Maybe like not that great in the beginning, but once you start shaping out the art a little bit more and start transforming it into beautiful pieces, then you can really make the difference in the world. I'll shape that out a little bit. The shape of the fist. Break it down. A little bit more. Let's switch to the other screen. Definitely making use of the M key quite a lot, even though I don't use it that often in my work here. Usually I like focus on animating stuff, like these keys down here. Like I would create like a different keyframe and then like turn it into a good old animation, but but most of the time it's just simple drawings, simple images that I like work on with like animation. And I want to create more complex ones in the future. But I gotta work on my building blocks first in order to get to that point. So I gotta work on shapes and gestures here. That looks terrible. Alright. Follow that a little bit more. I guess I'll break down the fingers a little bit more. Just like that. And eventually I'll shape it out into something a little bit more grainy in the future. But then, like,
Oh, that's so sad.
that'll be like the next lesson. If I get to that point. Let's see. What time is it? Break down the body a little bit more. Can't really make the curves that well.
Press start to play.
Because they're starting to come out as lines. Like straight lines instead of like curved to really pronounce the shape here of like of said piece here. So I guess it comes out like that. Do something like that. No. One piece doesn't work out. Go the other way. Although it doesn't really work that way either. Dang. Alright. Also curve this down a little bit. And then like curve that. And then kind of break up like that just to get that general idea. And then like curve it that way, kind of. Am I even understanding this? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure at this point. I want to follow the curvature a little bit. And then I'm not sure. Yeah, that shape language doesn't look right at all. Right, I'm following the belt a little bit, and then like, I don't know, maybe if I shape it out a bit more, maybe then it could work. Hey, Derpy, how's it going? Right now, I'm currently improving my building block skills of like my art pieces, like working on shape language and gestures, just to get a basic understanding of how like art works and all of that. That way I can improve my art skills a little bit more and hopefully create better pieces, kind of like some of these creators did, like creator of the Full Metal Alchemist or One Piece, anything kind of like that. Might as well shape out this piece a little bit more, just to get a basic understanding of how this works and all that. And kind of arch it like that. It's this top piece that kind of confuses the hell out of me. Maybe if I just Do it like that. Then kind of arch this one that way. Then go up here. Although that's not working, so I gotta switch it with the M key. And then I'll probably break it down a little bit more. Just like that. I think I understand this a little bit more. Gonna shape it out a little bit more. Kind of go up here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Switch it with the M key. And then maybe go up from there a little bit. Kind of follow the shape a little bit, and then create the gesture line. Then, like, sounds like Bluebird right there. Crazy. Then just shape that out a little bit more. Hopefully capture the shape language of this. It's not looking right. Maybe I have to go in a little bit more. Yeah. Then I'm able to like capture a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. Then go here. Then maybe like arch it here. Kind of follow the basic shape of that. Go that way. Arch it like that, that. Use the M key for that. Go back. And then follow the shape of the foot. Just like that. Arch it like that. Create a triangle-ish. Go up. Made a little mistake, but it turns out I think it's part of the shape here. I guess that's what Bob Ross meant by making happy little mistakes. I think I'm starting to get his philosophy now. Sometimes the mistakes can be a blessing in disguise. I think I'm capturing it pretty well. Although I don't understand why it bends in like that rather than out. Maybe it's because of the angle? Not exactly sure. And now to capture the gesture line here. Think I understand it. Goes down like that. Then it like curves in a little bit more. Kind of like that. Then go down. Kind of like that. Capture that line right there. Use the M key. And then I kind of sketched this out a little bit more. Just like that. I guess I could capture, like, the line here.
Please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you.
That's not right. I'm gonna use the M key again and then shape this out a little bit more. Yeah, I guess I'll make it natural as possible. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. Alright. Should I do another piece? At least here, it's a bit easier to tell the shape of the body rather than like the clothing, which kind of helps. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll cross the threshold where I can actually draw pretty good, but for now, I don't know. I guess I'll draw another piece. Blank frame. Another blank frame, and then I'm gonna pick another image to do. Let's see. Import layer. Here's a good one. Natsu. But that image is looking small. It's gonna look extra blurry if I enlarge it. Christ. Bring that over here. And that's below paint layer 5. Might as well enlarge this sucker. Oh yeah, that's looking extra blurry. Damn it, why the hell didn't I get a better image than this? Fuck it, blurry Natsu. Alright, that looks terrible though. Let's pick a different image. Where is it? Import layer. Is this one better? That's slightly larger, so one won't be as blurry. And this one's looking a little extra dynamic. Hell yeah, that's better. So that's there. Time to work on the shapes a little bit more. And this one's looking extra dynamic as all hell, so. First the face. I'm gonna capture that a little bit. Not sure that actually follows the face here. There we go. Kind of work on that a little bit. Maybe switch screens a little bit. Maybe one side's better than the other. And then, like, do that. Arch way down. And just like that, I captured the face, I think. And now, draw the lines, the guidelines a little bit. And go across. Man, some parts are... Some angles are kind of hard to, like, do. Especially when it's, like, that. Tilted and, like, not where my curves go. My lines just end up straight like that instead of, like, curving, you know? So maybe, like that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely capturing it right there. Switch it over. Capture the neck. Oh yeah. That's definitely doing it. Shoulder. Just like that. Then I'll curve that one in just like that. Find the shape language of the hand. Wait a minute, that's Zelda. Oh wait, that's Super Mario Bros. 3. I mean, Zelda and Super Mario Bros. 3, they kind of have the same tune. That little beginning part. That music aside, I think our pieces are fantastic as hell. And if you can understand them, more power to you. I guess I'll just draw that out a little bit. I don't think the neck looks like that. Neck kinda does look strange. And curve that out just to shape out the arm a little bit. And then curve under. That looks like a straight line. I'm gonna have to switch it over. Just like that. Then there's like several shapes like stacked onto this. Kinda remember like a draw like a cert tutorial that shows you like how to do dynamic poses. Or maybe it was a different video, I can't remember, but it kind of like it shows you how certain shapes like stack on each other just to create like dynamic poses here. And suddenly, if you like draw stuff a certain way, like say a bottle here, and you kind of understand the basic shape language, then you can like somehow figure out that one shape goes like that, the other shape's, I don't know, slightly bigger. It's kind of a poor representation. Like, you get a basic cylinder, and then the cylinder goes like that. Got the top there, the other one's slightly bigger, and then like, yeah. And that's the basic idea of like dynamic poses there. It's basically all these shapes like stacking together in order to like in order to create 3D perspective, you know? God damn it. Do crap. Did not mean to click on that. You know how it is with like drawing tablets. Your thumbs get in the way of like the little side pieces that allows you to like select stuff. And suddenly it just becomes a little bit of a pain. If you do end up getting a drawing tablet, Yuji is a pretty good one. I might provide a link to that in the description once the stream is over. Eventually. But right now I'm just gonna like focus on like shaping this out, just understand shape language and gestures here. And then curve that. Then curve that. Curve that. Or like shape it out a little bit more. Just like that. Pull that. I'm gonna follow that line a little bit just to understand where the body starts and where it ends. Like where the back starts and where the arm ends here. And I'll just shape this out a little bit more. Kind of make a triangle there. Wonder if I should follow the back a little bit more or whatever. Change this. Change how it looks. Just to get a basic idea. And it kind of curves like that. And then I don't know. I think I'll curve this a little bit. Gotta break down the shapes a little bit in order to understand them fully. Do that. Turn it around. Then go down. And that's where the waist is. I think I'll do it like this. It's looking terrible, so I think I gotta do it from the other side. Just like that. And then you gotta go up. Box it a little bit. Up a little bit more, and then one more angle there. Gotta make it more shape-like. I know I've been following the lines a little bit, but I mean, you gotta understand like shapes just a tad bit in order to like really understand the art piece and like somehow draw it from like memory and get it perfect, you know? Just like that. A few curves, a few lines. How would the legs look? You guess I'll just kind of like box that a little bit. Just like that. What did that do? I just select that. I guess that kind of did something weird. Alright, I'm gonna draw that out a little bit. Shape it kind of like that. And change the sides. Shape this out a little bit more. Find the impact point and then like, I don't know, shape that out a little bit. Gotta follow the contours a little bit, but then at the same time kind of not, you know? And then I'll just curve that in. And then the thigh kind of stretches out, kind of like that a little bit. Then I'll curve down. Maybe like that? We'll see. It's just a little bit of guesswork because his clothes is kind of loose. Maybe if I like follow this a little bit and then like understand the posing a little bit. His leg starts down here. We'll break that down a little bit more. And kind of like go into there. It's been ages since I've watched Fairy Tail. I'm sure it's finished, but I don't know. I think I might watch it again. I don't know. I've been like running out of shows to watch, and it's kind of like screwing with me hardcore. And I do not like it one bit. That looks terrible. I'm gonna switch it. My strokes work one way, the stroke of the line, but they definitely don't work the other way. And it follows the shape kind of like that. Maybe the thigh works kind of like this. I'm gonna curve up like that, maybe. Kind of break it down a little bit. I don't know. Gotta get a basic understanding of where maybe human anatomy will help, but that's not for today's lesson. Curve that a little bit. Break that down a little bit. That's kind of a hard one to figure out, to be honest. Maybe if I follow the gesture line, maybe that'll tell me a different story. So gesture goes like this. And the leg goes that way. I gotta understand the flow, not the shape. And then, like, flow it a little bit this way. It's not right. Switch the leg. Flow it that way. And then draw it a little bit more that way. That definitely does not look like a gesture line. Crap. Maybe the line just goes that way, and then, like... curve it that way. Then go all the way that way. I think I'm starting to see the center point here. Although it's not like one continuous line like what a gesture should be. It's all about, like, the flow, you know? How it naturally flows. And it's kind of different from shape language here. This one was kind of a tough piece to, like, figure out. Because it's a little bit dynamic as all hell. And then that hand kind of goes like that. And then it curves like that. Could break it down just a tad bit more. Maybe curve this just like that. And then break this down. Kind of like that. Maybe it curves a little bit more down this way. The shape of it. Then this line comes like that, maybe. Yeah. Now it's starting to come together. Too many lines, though. Maybe we'll, like, erase that a little bit. Kind of following the clothing this time around, but... then the line goes like that. I kind of see the flow of it now. Just kinda. So maybe the gesture line goes kind of like this. Follows that a little bit more. And it kind of curves in a little bit. Just like that. Maybe erase some of these lines a little bit more. Just to get a clearer understanding of what the gesture looks like. Instead of like half of these mistakes that I'm making, but it's part of the learning process. That's what I say. I'll just erase that a little bit more. Yeah, I'm starting to see the flow now. So it goes down like that, and it kind of curves in. Yes, I'm starting to see it now. Erase that a little bit more, that way you can kind of see what line I'm talking about. And then that line comes like that. Maybe I don't need to do lines all the way. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Maybe I gotta shape it out like... It's gotta like go smoothly. So kind of draw it down like that. And then like start here. It's gotta flow a little bit. Just like that. Yes, the gesture line is coming out pretty good. Oh. No new messages. Okay. I gotta smooth this out a little bit more. I think this piece is coming together quite well. At least the gesture part of it. The building blocks and like the gesture lines. Gotta do the basic fundamentals in order to really understand the art piece here. I'm not sure I have time for one more. I gotta say, looks pretty good. Next Saturday I might do like another section of art just to like improve it a little bit more. Either that or I might work on gesture or drawings a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. For now, this is Stamina Sun Nuts. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!